The government has been playing cloak and dagger with extraterrestrial secrets, and we're about to spill the intergalactic tea. Now, we all know the US government has been dancing around UFOs and alien sightings, keeping us in the dark. But what if I told you they've got a secret weapon in the form of psychic spies? Hold on, because it's about to get wild. Back in the 70s, amidst the Cuban Missile Crisis and proxy wars, the US and Soviet Union engaged in a different kind of battle: psychic warfare. Psychic soldiers going head-to-head, exploring the cosmos with their minds. The CIA was deep into this, recruiting and training individuals with the innate ability for remote viewing. Wait, what's remote viewing? Well, it's like spying, but with your mind, and trust me, it's as crazy as it sounds. Enter the dynamic duo of psychic espionage, Ingo Swann and Pat Price. Swann was the wild, free spirit, a painter-turned-psychic powerhouse. On the flip side, we had Pat Price, the quiet, grounded ex-police commissioner with a knack for solving crimes using his latent psychic abilities. Talk about an odd couple. This psychic dream team began as a research project in 1972, led by scientists Hal Puthoff and Russell Targ. But here's the kicker. It started innocently until the CIA quietly slid in some cash, nudging them to focus on remote viewing. Enter Ingo Swann, the psychic prodigy, who became the godfather of this mind-bending technique. Imagine the CIA handing Swann and Pat coordinates of an unknown location and asking them to peep into it remotely. Both psychics independently sketched out a mind-boggling scene: a high-tech compound with radar dishes, a guardhouse, rolled-up doors, and jeeps. It screamed military installation. Pat even accessed a room with a cabinet labeled Operation Pool, housing folders named Cue Ball, 14 Ball, 8 Ball, and Rack Up. When the analysts received Swann and Pat's sketches, they were floored. Goosebumps, people. The psychics had described almost the exact same scene. It was like they were playing some cosmic hide-and-seek with extraterrestrial bases, and they were nailing it. Ingo Swann and Pat Price are handed coordinates by an analyst, and they start sketching out what they believe is an unknown location. But guess what? The coordinates lead to a cabin in West Virginia, and their sketches depict something entirely different. Were their psychic powers just a legend? Not quite. The CIA sends someone to check out the cabin, and lo and behold, just a few hundred feet down the road, there's a legit military installation. Pat and Swann, seasoned in remote viewing top-secret facilities, figured out they were supposed to be looking at the Sugar Grove facility, an NSA installation so secret that even radio signals, Wi-Fi, and microwaves were a no-go. Now, here's where it gets spicy. Pat, with his psychic prowess, manages to penetrate the high-security NSA facility. The cabinet he saw, filled with top-secret files, the project names, 8 Ball and Rack Up, were so classified that even saying them out loud could probably get you in trouble. NSA wasn't thrilled about the psychic intrusion, but once they chalked it up to an honest mistake. But that was just the warm-up. The CIA, now fully aware of Pat's mind-bending abilities, decides to send him on a mission to spy on Russian bases. Pat tries to project his consciousness to Russia, but something keeps pulling his focus elsewhere. Now, Mount Hayes isn't exactly a vacation spot. It's a desolate, frozen wasteland with no roads or civilization for miles. Pat keeps quiet about his strange attraction to the mountain, but when he finally projects his consciousness there, what he discovers is straight out of a sci-fi thriller. Inside Mount Hayes, there's a massive alien base with mind-blowing technology that even Pat couldn't wrap his head around. Computers, consoles, machinery. It's like he stumbled into an extraterrestrial tech expo. But here's the kicker. The operators of this high-tech alien gear looked almost human, except for their thin bodies and large heads. Shockingly, Humans were working side by side with these extraterrestrial beings on some mysterious project. Pat, feeling uneasy, hightails it out of there and returns to reality. 2 days later, he's found dead in his hotel room, and the circumstances are as shady as Area 51. Stomach cramps, sharp leg pain. It's like something out of a sci-fi horror flick. The official verdict? A heart attack. Did Pat pay the ultimate price for stumbling upon an alien base on Earth? We may never know. Fast forward to 1980 and Skip Atwater takes the reins as the operations and training officer for the CIA's remote viewing project. Out of the blue, Hal Puthoff shows up at his doorstep with 4 files from Pat Price's remote viewing sessions, adding another layer to this mind-bending saga. Let's rewind a bit. Skip, digging through classified files, stumbled upon something that blew his mind. Pat Price, the psychic wizard, projected his consciousness to Mount Hayes in Alaska, uncovering a secret alien base. 3 other mountains, Mount Puro in Spain, Mount Nyangani in Zimbabwe, and Mount Zale in Australia, all harboring potential alien bases, according to Pat's files. Now, we've all heard of the Bermuda Triangle, where things vanish into thin air. But did you know about the Nevada Triangle, Dragon Triangle in Japan, the Formosa Triangle in Taiwan, and the mysterious Alaska Triangle? 16,000 people have gone missing in the Alaska Triangle since 1988. Coincidence? Pat's files point to a connection, raising the question, could these disappearances be linked to the hidden alien base in Mount Hayes? Enter Joseph McMoneagle, a remote viewing maestro with a resume that sounds straight out of a sci-fi novel. Former Army and CIA operative, he conducted thousands of remote viewing sessions, located oil and precious metals, and helped find missing persons. If anyone could validate Pat's mind-boggling theories, it was Joseph. With Skip's coordinates in hand, Joseph dove into the unknown. The first stop is Mount Hayes. Unaware of the location, he described mountains stretching for miles, a desolate, icy area. Bingo! He was describing Mount Hayes. Going deeper, he uncovered a base inside the mountain, filled with tubes, pipes, and mind-boggling electronics. The technology was so alien to him that he struggled to put it into words. A large dome covered the base, and on top, an emitter sent vast amounts of energy into space. Next up is Mount Zale in Australia, another base resembling a command and control center, equipped with technology beyond Joseph's comprehension. Then, Mount Puro, where he found yet another base. Connecting the dots, Joseph realized these facilities formed a spider web of interconnectedness. But here's the twist: no alien beings. Instead, he witnessed helicopters carrying mysterious boxes near the Mount Puro base, indicating human involvement. Finally, Mount Nyangani in Zimbabwe, yet another alien command, control, and communication center. Joseph had just unveiled 4 underground alien bases scattered worldwide. These are just the ones on land. Who knows how many more lurk underwater, hidden from our prying eyes? Now, here's the mind-boggler for you. What's your take on the CIA's remote viewing program? Are these underground alien bases real, where extraterrestrials and humans might just be working together behind the scenes? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because, my friends, we've just scratched the surface of a cosmic conspiracy. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you enjoyed the content and found it helpful, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and ring the notification bell to stay updated with our latest videos.